So in this video, we are going to learn how to add new leads from LinkedIn lead gen form to CleverTap as user. Let's say you are running some ads on LinkedIn and using lead gen form to generate some new leads. Now you want to add these new leads as users in CleverTap so that you can manage all of your leads in one place and also track the user engagement. So let me tell you, you can completely automate this process. In this automation, as a new lead will be generated in LinkedIn lead gen form, automatically with the same details, that lead will be added as a user profile in CleverTap. Now, if you want to learn how you can set up this complete automation all by yourself, for that, you just have to come with me to my screen.
So as you can see, here we are on LinkedIn Ads Campaign Manager. Now from here, I'm running an ad campaign on LinkedIn and I've added a lead gen form in that ad campaign as well. To check the lead gen form, from the left sidebar, we will go to Assets, and under Asset, you can see this option of lead gen forms. Now here you can see a list of all the lead gen forms which you have. Now I want that whenever a new lead is generated using this LinkedIn lead gen form, I want to add the same lead as a user profile in CleverTap. Now to do this, we have to connect our LinkedIn Campaign Manager account with CleverTap. And we are going to use Pabbly Connect, which is an amazing automation and integration platform to do so. Now to get started with Pabbly Connect, we will just go to a browser and search for Pabbly, pabbly.com, and we will visit Pabbly's website. After coming to Pabbly's website, we'll go to Products, and after coming to Products, click on Pabbly Connect. And as we click on Pabbly Connect, here you can see we have reached to Pabbly Connect's landing page. And here we have two options, sign in and sign up free. Now, if you're new to Pabbly, by clicking on this sign up free button, you can set up your free Pabbly Connect account in just 2 minutes. Or if you're an existing Pabbly user, just click on sign in. After signing in, you will reach to this all apps page of Pabbly. And here we just have to click on Access Now in front of Pabbly Connect. And as we click on Access Now, we will reach to Pabbly Connect's dashboard over here. After coming to this dashboard, we have to create an automation workflow. For that, we'll just click on this Create Workflow button and give this workflow a name. Let's say I would like to name my workflow as LinkedIn Ads to CleverTap. You can basically give any other name as per your choice. Then just select the folder of the Pabbly Connect account in which you want to set up this automation and click on Create. And as we click on Create, here you can see the workflow will open in front of us. In this workflow, we have two different windows. First one is the trigger window and second one is the action window. So triggers and actions are basically those two concepts, those two principles on which this whole automation works on. Where the trigger says when this happens and the action says do this. So let's start with our trigger step. Now the idea here is, first we have to connect our LinkedIn Ad Campaign Manager account with Pabbly Connect in the trigger step, so that whenever a new lead is generated using our LinkedIn lead gen form, automatically the details of the same lead will be received inside Pabbly Connect and this automation workflow will trigger. It will start. Then after that, using this Pabbly Connect automation, we are going to send the details of the same lead and add that lead as a user profile in our CleverTap account. So let's see how it is done. Here in our trigger window in Choose App, we will just search for LinkedIn Lead Gen Forms and select it. After selecting LinkedIn Lead Gen Form, in Trigger Event from the drop-down, select the trigger event as New Lead Gen Form Response. Then just click on Connect and select Add New Connection. Now here, we have to connect our LinkedIn Ad Campaign Manager account with Pabbly Connect. And to make this connection, click on this Connect with LinkedIn Lead Gen Form button. And here in this pop-up window, we have to basically select the same account. Now, because I was already logged into my LinkedIn Ad Campaign Manager account in my browser, Pabbly Connect has detected the same account and made the connection over here. After making the connection, it is asking us to select the account. So it is most likely possible that you might be added as a manager of multiple LinkedIn ad accounts. So in this dropdown, you can see a list of all the accounts which are associated with your LinkedIn account. And then you have to select the account for which you are running the ads and capture the new leads. After selecting our account, all the lead gen form which we have created in this account can be seen over here in the next drop down. And you have to select the particular form from which you want to generate or capture the new leads over here. So in my account, as you can see, I have two forms and the same two forms can be seen over here in this drop down. Let's say I want to capture the new leads from this particular lead gen form of LinkedIn ads. So I have selected this. After selecting the form, we just have to click on Save and Send Test Request to capture the response of a new lead. But before doing that, what we have to do, we will be generating a test lead, a dummy lead over here. For that, we will just go to our LinkedIn Ads account, and here under lead gen form section in front of this lead form, just click on these three dots and click on send test lead. Now here in this form, we are going to enter the details of a test lead, a dummy lead over here. So we are just going to enter the details of a dummy lead. Let's say the name of the person is dummy user. This is the email address over here which we are entering. And this is a dummy mobile number as well. The company is, for example, Pabbly. So just now we have entered the details of a test lead. Now let's click on send. And as we click on send here, you can see using this same lead gen form, a test lead is generated. Now we'll get back to Pabbly Connect and we are going to click on this save and send test request button. And as we click on save and send test request, here you can see we have received some response. And in this response, you will see the details of the exact same lead. Here you can see the same response of first name is here. We have the same response of last name of the lead. We have the same email address of the lead, which we have entered just now. You can see the same phone number and also the same company name. And at last, you can see all of these responses one by one. So this means the step one of setting up this automation is completed, where we have successfully connected our LinkedIn lead gen form with Pabbly Connect and captured the response of a new lead. Now after this, let's move to step 2. And in step 2, we want to basically add the same lead as a user profile in CleverTap. For that, we will scroll down, come to this action step, and here in Choose App, search for CleverTap. Just select it. After selecting CleverTap, here in action event from the dropdown, select the action event as create or update user profile. Then just click on connect and select add new connection. Now here we have to connect our CleverTap account with Pabbly Connect. And to make this connection, we have to enter the account ID or project ID of our CleverTap account. And also we have to enter the passcode and select the region of our CleverTap account. Now you must be thinking how you can get all of these details. So to get it, just go to your CleverTap account. From the left sidebar, go to settings section over here. After coming to the settings page, you will see the account ID or project ID as you can see over here and the passcode. Click on this view button for project ID. Just copy the project ID from here. Go to Pabbly Connect and paste it over here. Then we'll do the same for passcode as well. Just copy the passcode from here and paste it over here as well. After entering both of these details, we have to select the region. And in this dropdown, you can see a list of options that you might be having any one region of your CleverTap account out of all of these. So to know the region of your CleverTap account, just go to CleverTap and here in the URL section in subdomain, you can see in my account, I have EU1. EU denotes Europe, so it says that I have the European region of my CleverTap account. So I'll be selecting the region as Europe. Now after entering both of these details and selecting the region, just click on save. And as we click on save here, you can see our CleverTap account will get connected with Pabbly Connect. After making the connection, it is asking us for the object ID. And here we have to enter a unique ID of the new user profile which we are creating. So from LinkedIn lead ads, we have received the details of a new lead over here. And out of all of these details, what we can do, we can either use the unique lead ID or the email address of the lead as the unique ID over here. Either you can see use this ID over here, the response of ID which we have received. This is a unique lead ID for every lead generated on LinkedIn lead ads. So what we are going to do, we are going to use this particular ID as the object ID. Now to add the details, add the responses from the trigger step of LinkedIn ads over here to this CleverTap action step, what we have to do, we have to use a process called mapping. We will just click on this field of object ID and here in this drop down, you can see a list of all the responses which we have received from LinkedIn lead gen form of a new lead. Out of all of these responses, select the response of ID and map it over here in object ID. Then it is asking us for the profile data. That what are the details of a new lead we want to add while creating a user profile in our CleverTap account. And we have to enter all of these details in the given form as it is mentioned in the example below. So we have to first write the field name over here like we are adding the name. So we have to write name in double quotes. And after a colon, we have to basically mention the name of the person in double quotes. Then after a comma, we can enter other details as well. So in this way, we are going to enter the details. So I'll just open the double quotes, close it, write name. After a colon in double quotes, we are going to map the response of the name of the person. And the process of mapping stays the same. Just click on this field here in the drop down. You can see a list of all the responses. From here, we will just select the response of first name and it will be mapped. Then we'll just add a space and select the response of last name and map it too. And we'll just close this double quote. So we have written that name is equals to this. Now to add the email address, just add a comma over here. Then again in double quotes, we'll write email. And after a colon in double quotes, we are going to map the response of email address over here. Let's search for the response of email and map it to. Then we are going to map the response of mobile number. Mobile number over here. Here it is. After closing the double quote after a colon, we will just map the response of mobile number of a new lead which we have received. So let's search for the response of mobile number and map it to. And we have to enter this mobile number in double quotes as well. Then we are going to mention the company name. So we are writing company name in double quotes. And after a colon in double quotes once again, we'll be mapping the response of the name of the company. So in this way, you just have to enter the details of a new lead which we have received from LinkedIn lead gen form and enter that data in this profile data field in this format. After mapping the object ID and entering the profile data in this format, let's click on Save and Send Test Request. And as we click on Save and Send Test Request, here you can see we have received the response. And this response seems to be a positive response to us. This response shows that the new lead which we have received from LinkedIn lead gen form, the same lead with the same details is now added in our CleverTap account. So I'll just copy the email address of this lead and we will just search for this lead in our CleverTap account. Let's go to segment section over here of CleverTap and search this lead with the email address. Find. And yes, here you can see the lead with the same details is now added as a user profile in CleverTap. Here you can see we have the same name of the lead, dummy user, we have the same object ID, same unique ID, the same email address. Also, you can see we have the same mobile number of this lead. This means the automation workflow which we have created between LinkedIn lead gen form and CleverTap, this automation is working perfectly fine. Now, after setting up this automation, let's test this automation workflow once. Once again, we'll go back to LinkedIn Ad Campaign Manager and we are going to generate another test lead. Click on the Send Test Lead button and we are going to enter the details of another lead over here. Let's say the name of the person is test user. This is the lead email address. We'll just copy this email address from here. And this is the dummy mobile number which we are entering. The company is, for example, Google this time. And after entering these details, let's click on Send. Now, as we click on Send, just now we have generated another leads in LinkedIn lead gen form. Now, after generating this test lead, what we have to do, we just have to wait for 10 minutes. And within 10 minutes, we will see the same lead will be added in our CleverTap account. And it basically takes 10 minutes of time to add the new lead from LinkedIn lead gen form to CleverTap because the connection between LinkedIn lead gen form and Pabbly Connect is a polling based connection. And in this type of connection, Pabbly Connect will check for the details of a new lead on our LinkedIn lead gen form every 10 minutes. So we just have to wait for 10 minutes over here. Okay, so we have successfully waited for 10 minutes. Now we'll just go to our CleverTap account and search for the same lead over here. We will just paste the same email address over here once, and after pasting it, let's search for this lead. And yes, here you can see that the same lead which we have just now generated using our LinkedIn lead gen form is now added as a user profile in CleverTap. And here we have the same name test user, we have the same object ID of this unique lead, we have the same email address and also the mobile number and company name. This means the automation workflow which we have created using Pabbly Connect, this automation is working perfectly fine. So not just these applications, you can connect plenty of other applications with Pabbly Connect. And one more important thing, you will find the clone link of this exact same automation workflow in the description box below. By clicking on that link, you can clone the same workflow into your own Pabbly Connect account and start using this automation for free. Also, let me tell you, Pabbly Connect offers you 100 free tasks every month into your own Pabbly Connect account. So if you want to try and test this automation, you can just do it for absolutely free.
So if this video was helpful to you, don't forget to hit the like button, share it with others, or if you have any kind of doubts or queries, you can always write us in the comment box below or email us at support@pabbly.com. Also, you can post your queries on our forum as well. And if you want to check the pricing of Pabbly Connect, you can visit this link. So this is it for today's video. Thank you. Have a great day.